The parade are being handed over to the parade commander that will take over, Captain Nabis. We are just awaiting the chopper to give us an opportunity so that we can be audible. Can you see? I'm even talking to him and he's listening, eh? Digital communication.
Thank you. Technology.
That is part of technology services. Yes, to our students, we are back to our ceremonial part. This is what we are doing if we are making ready for our functionary to address us. So we call upon the parade to be here so that we give the necessary respect to our functionary, which today we will be announced. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please hand over to the Public Safety and Emergency Services, from Public Safety and Emergency Services, Mrs. Helen Neil May, for her remarks and the introduction of the keynote speaker.
Program Director, our Deputy Minister, Matali, the National Commissioner of the South African Police Services, all Deputy National Commissioners, the Provincial Commissioners, and all our police services here today, law enforcement officers, and of course, to all our learners here, all protocols observed. This is your day, Molweni. It gives me great pleasure to welcome our Deputy Minister to this auspicious occasion on behalf of the Executive Mayor, Princess Faku, who unfortunately is away on council business. It is always a pleasure to be in the midst of learners, to speak to them about the various aspects of policing on a career day today, and to look at the opportunities to experience the different careers available to them. Also, it is also looking at what career it is that you would want to plan for the future. While they are still young and in school, now is the time to look at various careers out there and to begin to think about what you are more interested in. As you heard earlier, it is a calling. Let me remind you all of the effects of illegal drugs and how it can damage your life and keep you away from heading towards your career goals. The police are entrusted with the duty of maintaining the peace and harmony of a society. Moreover, they also have a right to arrest and control people who do not follow the law. As a result, they are important as they protect society. Program Director, let me now introduce, and I have the honor of introducing an excellent colleague and comrade. He is a South African politician who was the third Premier of Limpopo between March 2009 and July 2013. He was also the Deputy Minister of Small Business Development from February 2018 to May 2019. He is currently the Deputy Minister of Police. He was born in a town called Tzaneen. He is a member of the National Assembly of South Africa since 2013. Educated at the University of the Western Cape, a member in good standing of the African National Congress, as I am. He cut his teeth in politics in the early 70s as a young activist alongside Comrade Peter Mokaba and many others. He rose through the ANC ranks as a youth leader and member of the NEC of the ANC Youth League and former president of SACO, and has held many positions in the ANC and UDF. He is affectionately known as Comrade Chair. Let me now introduce you to none other than our Deputy Minister, Castle Matali. I thank you.
Can we all rise?
Thank you very much. You may be seated. Thank you, MMC, for those kind words. Let me acknowledge and appreciate the presence of the MMC for Safety in the Buffalo City, the National Commissioner of the South African Police Service, General Fanima Semola, Deputy National Commissioner, Lieutenant General Musikidi, and Divisional Commissioners present here, all generals and senior officers, the Provincial Commissioner of the Eastern Cape, General Mene, and all generals from the province, Executive Director of the IPID, Mdantsane, the Acting Head of the Civilian Secretariat for Police Service, Mr. Ramaru, Divisional Commissioner, Human Resource Development, Program Director, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you all on behalf of the Ministry of Police and the South African Police Service family. It is always an honor and a source of great excitement for me to preside over this impressive occasion, which is aimed at presenting the SAPS as an employer of choice to tertiary students and high school learners. It gives us an opportunity to showcase the various career streams that the South African Police Service has to offer, while it also accords us an opportunity to recruit the most committed and the best brains among our youth. This occasion seeks to provide our young people with the latest information on training and career opportunities within the South African Police. I must declare that I'm a staunch believer in the notion that no job is just a job, but every job is an opportunity to make a difference in another person's life, whether we make tea or clean their space. A job is something we should be passionate about and be committed to using it to make a difference every day. A career within SAPS is not any different. In fact, it requires an even higher level of passion and commitment. It demands people who are driven and yearn to make a difference in people's lives. I believe to be a police officer takes a special kind of a person with unmatched levels of courage. For example, it takes a special kind of courage to run towards danger while others are running away from it. It takes a special kind of courage to be willing to be a person that citizens turn to when they are most desperate. And when you match courage with passion, compassion, care, and understanding of the community, some really outstanding things can begin to happen. Days are gone when the South African Police Service used to be the least resort to some of our youth because they couldn't further their studies or couldn't get employment elsewhere have come and gone. We need young people who want to serve and want to grow. We need Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a search of disciplined and devoted individuals who will take pride in their commitment to serve and protect our communities with patriotism, dignity, and distinction. Hence, we are hosting this Career Expo today. We want to empower young people with information on career opportunities within the organization and expose them to day-to-day duties of SAPS employees. As you can all see, there is a large array of career opportunities within SAPS at entry and professional levels, and we are determined to ensure that the youth is aware of these opportunities and can exploit them for both their own good and the greater good of our country. National Commissioner, I know I run the risk of sounding like a broken record when I share my experience of 2019, shortly after I was appointed as the Deputy Minister of Police, but I still recall it as vividly as if it was yesterday. I recall being invited to my first SAPS Career Expo. It was the most eye-opening experience for me. I saw many career streams beyond everyday policing, including other professional streams that many of us don't imagine within SAPS. Some that struck my interest on that day was the veterinary services, the forensic science services, divers, and many more, which all require high qualifications and skills. There are many others just that are here today. We have had one experience at one cabinet Lekgotla where the statistician general said that the South African Police Service members don't understand stats. I did approach him and say to him, we have statisticians in the South African Police Service who help us to draft the crime statistics that we are releasing quarterly over the years. These are but one of the few professionals that we have within the service. I do not in any way intend to insinuate that mainstream policing is not important. It is because of those courageous men and women in blue that you can and I can sleep better at night. I'm only trying to show how little we know about career opportunities within SAPS in general. I therefore hope this expo will give the young people here the same eye-opening experience I got on that day. I encourage you to visit various exhibition stands and get as much information as you can. Should you choose the SAPS as your organization of choice, I believe you will help reduce crime, provide a reassuring presence to our communities, and make life safer and happier for the people you serve. Beyond keeping others safe, you will also develop both personally and professionally, depending on your commitment, of course. Through the training you receive, you will end up with skills for life that will serve you as your career progresses. Having said that, let me briefly share what awaits you in our esteemed organization. SAPS is divided into operational environment and support environment. Students and learners may choose to go into core policing, which is more about preventing crime, crime detection, crime intelligence, forensic science laboratories, family violence and child protection unit, as well as other specialized investigating units. You may also choose to go to support environment, which consists of human resource practitioners, accountants, communication professionals, pilots and lawyers, amongst many others. Generally, SAPS offers various career opportunities within its employ, from internships, entry-level posts, middle and senior management roles up to and including executive roles in all its sections and divisions. Ladies and gentlemen, like I indicated earlier, SAPS wants to recruit qualified young professionals to enter its employ, give them opportunities to serve their country, and allow them to grow within the ranks. To this effect, we are today launching our third project, 10,000 recruitment drive to entry-level police trainees, and it is my absolute pleasure to invite applications from young, energetic, intelligent, physically and mentally fit persons of all races, both black and white, and gender, who are willing to serve their country. And would like to thank the President of the Republic for having agreed that we must increase our intake from the previous 5,000 into 10,000. We have released 10,000, and we are currently training another 10,000. And today we are launching another intake for the next 10,000. Thank you, Mr. President. The 10,000 basic policing development learning program posts will be advertised and loaded on all social media platforms and published in the Sunday World newspaper on 13 August 2023. Successful candidates will be enlisted in terms of the South African Police Service Act and will serve as police trainees on contract and shall participate in the program for a period of 21 months, which consists of 3 phases, namely induction phase, basic training phase, and probation phase. As part of our commitment to ensuring continuous growth to our employees, SAPS also offers those who want to further their studies upon completing their first degrees bursary opportunities and allow them the space to implement new knowledge to improve work processes and better serve our people. This is our contribution to our fight against unemployment in the country. We are taking 10,000 extra in this regard. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the display that will follow and take time to visit the exhibition stalls so that you can gain first-hand experience from the operatives themselves. I thank you, Program Director.
Thank you, Minister. Can we all rise? You may be seated. You've heard the minister there. There is going to be display store. There's a lot of fun awaiting you. So don't move where you are. We are still having a lot to give you. So please remain seated and you will still continue to enjoy the program with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now call upon the Deputy National Commissioner for Policing, Lieutenant General Musikili, to do and deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, General.
Thank you very much, Program Directors. Deputy Minister of Police, Ntate Kasal Matale, Molo Tata. Good afternoon to the National Commissioner of the South African Police Service, General Fani Masemula. Greetings to the Executive Director of the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, Mdantsane. Greetings to the Acting Secretary of Police, Ntate Ramaru. the Acting Deputy National Commissioner for Support Services, and the Divisional Commissioner for Human Resource Management, who hires and fires in the organization. Molo, ma'am. The Eastern Cape Provincial Commissioner, Umama Lieutenant General Mene. The MMC for Public Safety, Ms. May. Divisional Commissioners and representatives amongst us. District Station Commissioners, colleagues, members on parade from different law enforcement agencies, members of the media, all protocol observed. Molweni, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, on behalf of the South African Police Service, allow me to extend our appreciation to our Honorable Deputy Minister of Police, Mr. Kasal Matale. Deputy Minister, thank you very much for your insightful and empowering and encouraging address. When I retire, Deputy Minister, I will reapply to be a member of the service again. Therefore, there is no way that these people that are here after your address are not going to consider South African Police Service as a career of choice. Thank you, Deputy Minister, for your unwavering commitment to this organization and to shaping the future of all young people gathered here today. DM, when you proposed that we come to the province of the Eastern Cape for National Career Expo, we saw it as an opportunity to bring South African Police Service closer to the people so that all our young people can understand how South African Police Service functions and the role they can play in it. I would also like to express appreciation to the National Commissioner of the South African Police Service, General Masemula Tata, for connecting with our guests, and I am sure that they feel at home and are pleased to be part of today's proceeding. Thank you, General, for leaving your many other duties in the office to come and join us and the learners here today. MMC Meme, thank you for your kind words of encouragement. We really feel welcomed in your area, ma'am. The Acting National Commissioner and Divisional Commissioner, Human Resource Management, for the Divisional Commissioner of Visible Policing, thank you very much for allowing us and ensuring and giving us the opportunity to be here. General, you make sure that you lead the team that you will produce today successfully, as always. I'm optimistic that the third round of recruitment, as it was outlined by the Deputy Minister of Police, will continue to get us the best candidates, the best and principled police officers that will take over when we are on our retirement. General Mene, ma'am, thank you for allowing us to come to your province so we can have this interaction with the young people gathered here today. We also thank you and your team for mobilizing all young people so they can come here and hear what South African Police Service has to offer regarding their career prospects. Our deepest gratitude goes to all the Department of Education and by extension, the school principals and teachers for their efforts and determination to ensure that these learners become the best they can be. One of the ways in which they are doing so in shaping the future leaders of our country. through mobilizing them and attending and exposing them to the programs like this. Our learners, academics and young generation, the pride of South Africa and the pride of our nation, we thank you for being here today, because without you, we could not have come or have this successful day. Please grab the opportunity as it is presented. We know that you are hard at work. We are a few months before the final examinations, but you chose to be here and to hear what South African Police Service brings to you. Let me also extend our hearty appreciation to all our stakeholders who have played a valuable role in making sure that today is a success. Siyabulela. Re a leboha, baya danking. At this point, let me say to the South African Police Band, you really entertain us. Community members at large, future leaders, CPF members, labor unions or representatives, our stakeholders, we thank you all for your presence here today. Members of our sister departments who came to support us here, we know that you could have been at a better place, but you chose to be with us. In conclusion, let me recognize and thank the members of the media for their coverage of this event. We are genuinely grateful for the exposure and for allowing our voices to cut across the length and breadth of Eastern Cape and the country at large. Thank you. Re a leboha. Siyabulela.
Thank you, General. Can we give the General a round of applause? She thanked all of you for being here today. All of you were thanked. Nobody felt that he has not been, or that he's been excluded today in those things. Yeah? So thank you very much, General. Now you need to listen very carefully for me. The national anthem will now be performed by the South African Police Service Band. We need to give honor and respect to our national anthem as one of our symbols that is historical within South Africa. I would therefore request that everybody rise during the playing of the national anthem and be on attention. So, can I ask all of you to rise? All of you to rise to attention. We need to give respect for our national anthem. Andizokhala in national anthem if abantu akophakama ne. Dicela uphakama please. Kasincede. All of us. Thank you very much. We are ready, ne? During the playing of the national anthem, all civilian males will be requested to remove their headdresses. So, if you are a male, we are by caps, take your caps off, ne? We are here to learn, and this is the part of our Career Expo. It's one of our items so that we learn siyafunda apa namhlanje. All civilian males to remove the headdresses. No unnecessary movement. This is a special request for our journalists and our media houses, our exhibitors, and our different units. I request no unnecessary movement. All members in uniform to work simultaneously with the members on parade. Over to you, Parade Commander. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the final compliment in the form of a march past will now take place. Only our functionary, the Deputy Minister for Policing, Mr. Kessel Matale, will acknowledge the salute. Everybody else is requested to remain seated during the general salute. Over to you, Parade Commander.
That is our members from the South African Police Service and Law Enforcement Agency, so that we can show collaboration within our forces. Thank you, Deputy Minister. Thank you very much, sir.
All the members that were standing in a parade, please don't move far. Wait for me there on that gate. The drill squad members, all the squads, the second team. I'm coming just now.
And we also announced to those units that we are waiting anxiously for them. There mustn't be a waiting period for their performance. The children are waiting. We are going to start with our K9 unit. Our K9 unit, are you here? Ulapane, Masami. You may be seated. You may be seated. We were saying that we need to call Sisa. We need to make it very fast.